Hey guys, let's go ready with Lady Medium and Tarot, and I feel like my camera's a little crooked. Sorry, it's on a bunch of work boxes. So I wanted to do a brief video response to a video that I saw earlier today from Jules over at Cosmic Arcana. Cosmic Arcana, whichever way you want to pronounce it anyways. And she posted a tarot tag, oracle tag, whatever you want to call it tag, on decks that are useful, that we find useful for spirit work. So in order to connect to either our higher selves or our spirit guides or even our ancestors. And she has it as hashtag Tarot Spirit Portal. I will add the link to her video down below so you guys can just click on it and take a peek. And if you guys are interested, video response, because I would love to watch your videos to this. Now, for me, as most of you know, I am a medium. So me communicating with spirit guides and ancestors, I do on a daily basis for myself and for clients. So that's kind of what piqued my interest in even doing a video response to Jules. Now, I have only a handful, not even a handful, maybe 2 or 3, that tarot decks that I can actually say that I connect, or that give me the energy, the higher energy to connect to that realm of higher frequency, to contact or to get the information off of my higher self or the higher self of a client or a deceased loved one or a spirit guide, whatever. And so the first one that obviously is not a surprise apparently to anybody who knows me is my Shadowscapes. This deck, from the moment I picked it up, is very ethereal. To me, the imagery makes me want to think of that dimension, that realm of spirit, in a way. It's very fluid. It's very airy. It's very I can't even put the right terminology, the right word at the moment for what I want to say. And so I find it very easy to use this deck to connect to that. And it's a deck that I use almost all the time in regards to my readings. I still, don't get me wrong, I still love using my other tarot decks, but in regards to spirit work, this is definitely one that if I know a client is open to, besides just the tarot aspect, and they're open to extra information, this is the deck that I will always use. Just because I can get that information from it in that aspect, and even for myself. I adore using this deck for spirit work, even for myself or for my family. When it's not a direct medium reading. This one's fabulous. And I use it more, I should say I use it more also for readings with the higher self. Just because for those that aren't familiar with how mediumship works, us as a medium or as a communicator or translator, however you want to call it, we have to raise our vibration, but at the same time spirit has to lower their vibration, but they talk a mile a minute. Like, it's just like a constant stream, and there's a lot of times where we might miss something. And so for me, with especially with higher self, that you really want all the information that the higher self gives you, I find that using the tarot for that it's like having it written down or recorded, and you can listen and see it over and over and over again. So for me personally, that's what I like about using the tarot in regards to spirit work or communicating, especially with a higher self. Another deck that I started using, and I haven't been using it that often yet in regards to spirit work, is the Chrysalis Tarot. The Chrysalis Tarot for me, when it comes to spirit work, is very short answers. So you need to know from your spirit guide whether you are going to be successful in your interview and get your dream job, and it'll give you 2 cards, or she'll give you, the spirit guide will give you 3 or 4 cards that say yes you will. You know what I mean? Like that type of short answer, straight to the point. But again, like I've said, I haven't really used it that often for a lot of spirit work, but it works really, really well for it. I don't think I've come across any blocks, with it so far. So there are a couple more decks on my wish list that I wouldn't mind kind of having as a spirit work type of tarot. But again, I've purchased decks thinking that they were going to be spirit working tarots, and they don't do anything. So it's a hit and miss, I guess, really, in the end. But that's what I wanted to share. I didn't want to make it a long video. And so yeah, so those are my 2 decks that for me work in regards to spirit work and connecting with your higher self and spirit guides and ancestors. And I can't wait to watch more videos from you guys. So yeah, that's it from me, you guys. Bye. Take care.